Hey guys, Brady here, and I saw John Wick Parabellum. I saw that. I saw the screener for that a couple weeks ago, and this movie is holy shit. This movie is brutal. I mean, like this is probably my favorite John Wick movie so far, and I just heard they're making a fourth movie, um, which is nice and all. The ending kind of set up uh, for a fourth film, but I thought they wouldn't do a fourth movie because Keanu Reeves was like, I don't want this series to become garbage just because it has too many sequels. Because I heard that this movie is supposed to be the John Wick series is supposed to be three movies, and then they're gonna make a TV show afterwards. I think called it the Continental or whatever. But since like I feel like a lot of people loved the third movie, and the third movie did kind of end on like a oh, we're setting up for a fourth movie type thing. So like, yeah, we're doing a fourth movie, and there's also going to be a video game. So yeah, the movie opened up. It takes place like an hour after John Wick 2, and John Wick, he's a he's an excommunicado. He in the last movie he killed someone on the property of the Continental, and you can't do that. It's like the one thing you can't do. You can't kill uh on that property, and he did. So now he's on the run. Uh, the opening scene, like there's like this fight scene. There's like three fight scenes that take place right after each other. Um, like the first one is him in the library, and he's just beating the shit out of this guy with a book. Like he shoves a book in the guy's mouth and like breaks his jaw with the book, and then he like snaps his neck on the book afterwards. That was a brutal fight. Like he like held the book up to the guy's face and just started punching the book on the guy's face. That was pretty cool. And then like that scene ends. And then cuts to him to like, and then it like the next fight scene is him inside this warehouse. He's like building a gun, and then like there's like these guys like chasing after him, like hitmen chasing after him, and like he just beats living shit out of every single one of them. In this warehouse, uh, and that's another cool fight scene. Like he jabs a knife into the guy's eye, and the camera's like focused on above the guy's head. You just see the knife just like pierce through his eye. Oh my god, that was I couldn't watch that. That was just oh god, that was disgusting to see. And then like right before the knife scene in the eye, he like jams like a knife in the guy's skull. Like the knife is in the guy's skull, and he just keeps doing that to the guy's skull with the knife in it. And it's just, like holy shit! I'd never seen action like that before. I'd never seen someone get a knife hammered into their head. Oh my god, that was that was cool. I love that. Um, and then it cuts, and then another fight scene ensues with him and some horses. He uses horses to kick bad guys chasing after him, which was funny. And then it cut, and then that instantly goes into that horse scene you see in the trailer. He's riding on the horse and he's just beating people off the motorcycles in that scene. And then the fight scenes stop and we get the story, and that's and then we get more fight scenes. But yeah, so yeah, he's on the run. He meets Halle Berry. His character Halle Berry has dogs, and the dogs have literal plot armor on them. And yeah, so Halle Berry, I guess, is this person that he knew for a bit, and John Wick helped her out a long time ago when she was at her lowest low, and now John Wick comes to her for the same reason, and she's not really willing to help him at first, but then she does, and she drops him off in the desert after giving him her mouthwash, or not mouthwash, her backwashed water, which is gross, but whatever. Um, so yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. Um, I enjoyed the story. The action was some of the best I've seen in a recent memory. So far, I guess for like the 2010s, this movie and Mission Impossible Fallout had the best action scenes. Oh, mainly fight scenes. Like the bathroom scene in the beginning of Fallout was fantastic. The fight scene in this movie rival that bathroom scene. I thought both movies have great fight scenes in them, and I can't wait to see what Christopher McQuarrie does next with Mission Impossible 7 and 8, which are being shot back to back, I guess. I can't wait to see those. I want to see them like right now, but we have to wait a couple years. But yeah, and yeah, the movie ends. John Wick gets shot by Ian McShane's character. I forgot his name. Yeah, he gets shot by his character at the very end, and John Wick falls off a building. He like hits like everything on the bottom. He hits like a ledge, and then he like hits like a dumpster and like falls to the ground, and then he moves and he gets out of the way, like in the end of Bourne Ultimatum, where does he get shot? It's been a while since I've seen Ultimatum, but like he doesn't Matt Damon get like shot, and then he like falls into the water, and then like it just shows him just like floating there, and then he just swims away. That's pretty much what happens in this movie. But yeah, the villain in this movie, she's a girl. Forgot her name. She's probably my least favorite part of the movie. I thought some of her line, I thought her delivery was kind of wooden. Like it's not that she was over the top. She just tried to be like menacing, and just was like, just didn't work for me. But like that's not enough to bog down the movie for me. She's just one character, and she's in it a lot, but she's not in it enough for me to be bothered by it. Just wanted, if I had an issue with the movie, it'd be her character. But yeah, this also has some really good comedic moments. Some really gross moments, like I said, one including the knife to the eye thing, and there's just this random shot at this dance theater, where it just shows a shot of like all these ballet dancers, and it just shows like a close up of this girl peeling her toenail off, and that was disgusting. Like I don't think I've been grossed out from a scene like that since the scene before that, scene or two before that scene, or the scene from A Cure for Wellness where Dane DeHaan rips his tooth out. By the way, A Cure for Wellness, that movie gets no love. A Cure for Wellness is a fantastic movie. I love that movie. I think it's criminally underrated. If you haven't seen Cure for Wellness, go see Cure for Wellness. Anyway, yeah, I'm sorry. I enjoyed that movie. I don't know why, but maybe I was in the right mood to see that movie, and it just, I don't know, I just fell in love with it. I don't know. I just liked the way the movie was shot well. It had great cinematography. The acting was great. Although I could do without grotesque naked old people, and the ending to that movie is weird, very very weird. But yeah, let's get back to John Wick 3. But yeah, the ending to this movie, the end fight scene to this movie, there's a shootout where they use like this gun that pierces through armor. And the thing that I like about action movies like this is that they show you what a gun does. Like you see, like the first time they shoot the gun with the bullet piercing armor. You see like it go through a guy's head, and this head just like pretty much explodes. Like it just like falls apart. You see that, and you don't see anything else, and that's one of my least favorite things about action movies nowadays. Like they show you what a gun can do, and then they don't show it, and then you just see him shooting, and they just cut away from the gore. And like, oh come on, you showed the gore the first time, you showed the gore more. I mean, I guess it's to preserve the R rating from going to R to NC-17, but like, come on, I want to see more heads explode with that gun. But whatever, you got to get what you can, take what you can get. And then like after that, it's just it's like a boss type battle. or boss type level where like you have to fight all these people before you get to the main boss, and it's just John Wick getting thrown into glass for like 5 minutes. That's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, he just gets thrown into glass like 5 minutes straight, and he's just getting his ass kicked, and then he fights, and he gets to these two henchmen which help him up every single time they fight, and like, oh, John Wick, it's an honor fighting with you and all that, and they just get their ass handed to them by John. Well, four of them get their ass handed to them by John Wick, but that doesn't mean that John Wick doesn't get his ass handed to him within that scene as well. But yeah, yeah, just a lot of glass breaking in this movie. That's what I was trying to get at. There was just a lot of glass that was broken. He was rolling around in it. He probably has glass in his skin now. But yeah, so John Wick Parabellum, one of the greatest movies of the year. It's my top two right now. That and Endgame are my favorite movies right now. And Godzilla King of the Monsters is I think it's number 3 or 4. It's that and Shazam are like neck and neck right now. So, have you seen John Wick Parabellum? If tell me your thoughts below, and I will see you guys next time.